Last night, while I was in church, God hit me with a very interesting thought. We should go out of our way to go to church. And you're probably asking, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm going to try to explain it to you. When I say go out of your way to go to church, I mean just that. So many people are looking for the most convenient way or time to go to church. God went out of his way to help us, so we should go out of our way to serve unto him. It's not just about sitting in the pews. It's not just about clapping your hands to what great things the preacher is saying or the music. It's not just about sitting there, being at church, or showing somebody that you did go to church and that you're there. It's not about the money you put in or about the money you don't put in. It's not about the cute girl that's in church that you like. It's not about the front seat or the back seat or the middle seat or the right or the left or the middle or the wall. It's not about the church dinners. It's not about the friends and the people you know or you don't know. It's not about the pats on the back you get, the hands that you shake. It's not about showing people your fancy boots or your fancy shoes or your shirt or your pants or how well your pants are, or how well your shirt is tucked into your pants or how sweet, beautiful, and svelte you look in that dress. And it's not about those ties that may or may not have crosses, gold shiny crosses all over them, or that fancy handy-dandy suit you got on that may or may not have costed anywhere from $100, $500 to $1,000. It's not about the hair gel either and how good you did to spike your hair up. It's not about that fancy red or pink or purple or black or yellow or blue lipstick you got on either and how glittery it is. It's not about the gold watches either, or the silver ones, or the fancy ones, clean ones, whatever. It's not about whether you got a nicer Bible than the preacher does, or what position you have in the church. I mean, if you've spent 30 years in church just so you can have seniority over the church and feel like you're something special in the church, then you have a big problem. Not about the pearls around your neck, the jewels, the diamonds, the gold, the treasure that you got hanging around. It ain't got nothing to do with any of it. The pretty shiny silver or gold crosses, anybody can wear a cross. You can be a Christian, an atheist, or a devil worshiper. I've seen crosses on both. I've got mine on right here because it's a symbol of what God did for me. I love Jesus, that's why I have it on. And because it looks shiny and it's stylish and I like shiny things. And if I can get a cross that's shiny and looks silver, I'm going to wear it. But you tear this cross off of me, or I can do it one, and I still got Jesus. I'm still saved, whether I got a cross on or not. And just in case I didn't say it before I started this, bear with me. I'm getting to something here. And God doesn't care about tradition either. He wants transition, not tradition. He wants you going from sinner to saint. Like I've said before, he doesn't want you to go to church and sit in there and then go back home and pop a beer. Because let me tell you something, that doesn't really do anything at all. Unless on the way to doing that, you change. Now, I'm not telling you not to clean up and go to church. I'm not telling you wearing fancy things isn't good. What I'm saying is you should clean up and have such things for the Lord. Wear your fancy dresses. Wear your jewelry if you want to. Smell nice. I encourage it actually. But do it unto the Lord. for a service. Not for the pastors, not for the preachers, not for your family, your friends, not to look good for them, but to look good as such for the Lord, none other. And for your husband or your wifey. But mostly, above all else, for the Lord. After all, if you didn't have the Lord, you wouldn't have the husband or the wifey anyway. So only for the Lord above all. See, sometimes it's easy for me to pray, read the Bible, and I mean easy. I'm not a big reader anyway, but there's some times when I just desire to read the Bible. And it's astonishing and miraculous. But I'll read the Bible and I can understand every single thing that's in it, no problem at all. And I love it. I read more of the Bible than that happens. But then there's other times when I can't read the Bible to save my life, to be honest with you. It makes no sense. I can't focus. I really have no discernment. It's just I'm basically reading it to just let God know I'm reading it. And that's sad, but at least I'm actually reading it and something might be getting up there. See, a lot of people use church as like a family reunion. They only go there when it suits them, which is a big mistake in itself. They go there because it's a place to be. It's a place away from the house, a place away from the kids, providing you can hire somebody to actually watch them while you go to the church. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on, people. But the only reason we should truly be going to church, above all else, is for God. So when I say go to church or go out of your way, like absolutely opposite, out of your way to serve God, that's exactly what I'm saying. If your plan in life is straightforward, okay, and God is in the opposite direction, or if your plan's behind you and God's in front of you, wherever God is, go that way. And some of you would be like, well, yeah, but that's hard. And sometimes I have such a hard time going in that opposite direction. I just don't want to sometimes. Guess what? I hear you. I have the same problem. But I urge you that when that happens, train yourself to do one thing every day. When you have that problem, do one thing every day while you're having that problem to serve God, to go out of your way. That'll help you with your spirit. Just one thing, that's all it takes for that time being. Until you can get stronger to where you can do two little things to serve God. My God, there is just so much to this particular thing that I'd like to share with you guys, but I don't know if I'll have enough time to do it. But I'll just say this one thing. On those days when you feel really like serving God, serve Him as much as you can that day. And on those days when it's an option, serve Him as much as you can that day. And on those days when you don't feel like serving Him at all, serve Him with one thing that day at least. One. That'll train you to be able to do more later. You know, when you get that feeling, when you first wake up out of bed, you just know without a shadow of a doubt that you got to get up. And you're like, oh God, 5 minutes more, please. Sometimes we feel like that when we're Christians on those particular days. That's the days I'm talking about. When it feels like you're literally getting murdered to have to serve God. Trust me, I've been there. Those are the days when you want to do at least one thing that day to serve Him. That will train you. That'll build your spirit. And most importantly, that'll show God you're willing. And that'll bring your relationship with Him up further and further. And then one day, maybe you'll be able to do two little things to serve God. Go out of your way to serve God. Because He went out of His way to save you. I hope this helps you with your journey with Christ. Go in the name of Jesus.